what is good footage, because I have none of it this week and it's boring.
Listen here. I may look like an egg, but do you know what's inside an egg? A yolk. A beautiful yellow, bright yolk that's full of color and beauty. You know what's inside of me? That yolk. I'm a beautiful yellow yolk. So don't tell me I'm ugly just 'cause I look like an egg.
I remember eating these and like always asking my grandma or my mom to get me these whenever they'd go to the bakery in the morning, because that's like a normal thing there. Like you go to the bakery in the morning, buy some bread, because they're like, let's get this bread. And these are like the equivalent of like a chocolate chip cookie, I guess. Sorry for the fact that I keep referring to it as a pronoun, but the thing that I was talking about were chocolate crinkles cookies. I called them crinkles, and I will insert a picture of it right here. I do talk about it later on, but the fact that I never mentioned it in the very beginning is weird. But yeah, chocolate crinkle cookies, and they're like, they have like little cracks on them, and I'll insert a picture of it right here. You know, like growing up, we didn't really have a working oven, so I never really got the opportunity to like actually make them myself. We always bought them from like other bakeries and bake shops. We have a functioning oven here. I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to like make them home.
What's the worst that could happen?
Blow up the house.
No, it's not gonna happen. I at least know how to cook. I have that going for me at the very least. I don't really know what kind of angle I'm setting up, but you know what? You gotta work with what you have, and this is one of those situations. Maybe I should put on an apron first of all. I'm gonna link the recipe right here, or right there, whichever, I don't know. My camera won't. Oh my god. Will flip eventually, since I am using my phone right now, and I don't wanna like, you know, pick up my actual camera and like do all that shit. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna go get my ingredients. I really need to figure out a better angle. I guess this will have to work. I mean, you can see me, which is something. You never see what I look like or what I'm doing. Or most of the time it's me behind the camera pointing at someone else. By the way, my laptop is right there because that's where I'm looking at the recipe from. Oh my god, it's gonna fall. It's not stable. Alright, we good. You can kind of see me, but you can't don't. I'm just gonna clear the station right now because this does not look very professional. What we'll be needing today is powdered sugar, cocoa powder, some flour. By the way, my mom opened the box like the flour upside down, so that's great. Sugar, we need sugar. We're gonna be using these to coat the cookies, but we're gonna also add sugar in the batter itself. Salt. So I guess we're gonna mix in all the dry ingredients in one bowl first. By the way, I took home economics class. I learned something is leveling out your flour, so you're supposed to do this and like level it out with like a spatula or something. But you know, we're not doing that. We're not doing the most today. So everyone has salt at home. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Maybe I shouldn't have put it like that. Okay, salt, baking powder. Kind of not the best. We're done with the flour. Let me move that away so you can slightly see what I am doing. Alright, this is fine. We're not moving it anymore. If it's tilted, well, you gotta put up with it.
This is the kind of content you subscribe to the moment you subscribe to my channel.
I'm kidding, please don't unsubscribe. We need a teaspoon of baking powder. It didn't ask me to preheat the oven, which is interesting because it usually should ask me to. Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mixing in the dry ingredients so they don't taste like later. Now we get a cup of sugar. Oh my gosh, Whisk. Hello. I feel like this is easier to use with that container we have here. The sugar. 1 cup of sugar. Pouring it into this other bowl because I assume we're gonna like cream it. And 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Actually, I don't know if I have enough cocoa powder, but if not, we'll probably just use like the powdered like cocoa or powdered like milk like or something. Clearly don't have a degree in this, so I wouldn't know what I'm really doing. I'm kind of just following the recipe. And I'm watching a YouTube video, by the way. I'm not like just reading off a recipe. because I got it from like this website and it gave me 2 different recipes. Like it gave me a different recipe for the online one, just like the actual recipe. So to clarify, because I sounded so confusing right now, like I'm editing this and I was just like, what the heck am I saying? I got the recipe from one website and there was a video for it, and there was like also a written recipe with all the instructions laid out. And it was basically the recipe for the same thing, chocolate crinkles. But they were giving me different ingredients for each one. The actual laid out recipe, like the in-text one, did not had sesame oil in the recipe. And the video didn't have it, so I chose the one without sesame oil in it because I didn't have sesame oil at home. Hope that clarifies everything. The actual recipe was asking me for like sesame oil or something. I don't have sesame oil. I don't think you're supposed to put sesame oil in. But what do I know? I don't know, like bachelor's degree in like the culinary arts. Why did I say that so weird? As some call it. So what do I know really? I finished the whole, like, well, whatever's left of like my cocoa powder. By the way, I got my cocoa powder from Trader Joe's if anyone was wondering, you know. We are all about that organic life. It's just gonna pour it in the same bowl that I have the sugar in. Very professional. It's asking for eggs, and I mix it first. There's like some whole like crumbs of cocoa powder, so I'm just gonna like mash that up a little bit.
2,000 years later.
Hello, please don't clump up like that.
1 eternity later.
I don't want those like crumbs in my cookies.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
And it also is asking for 2 eggs. I don't crack my eggs directly on like wherever I'm supposed to put it because I want to make sure that I don't get any eggshells on my batter. And that is why. And oh, maybe I should have done that like one-hand crack thing, but no, now it's too late. 1/4 cup of oil. I think you can use whatever kind of like oil you have. I think you can even use butter if you want, but I'm just gonna follow this recipe for now. I'm gonna pour in the eggs too, and just keep pouring it little by little and like stir. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There you are. A teaspoon vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, I finished that.
Sorry, Mom.
Now we're just gonna stir this. Flour. Comment down below how you say flour. Then I have to mix this in. Done with that. Now I have to wash all that. By the way, I don't know if you can see this, but it's pure white at this point. I should have switched to a spatula. Flour. But also the more I think about it, the more it bothers me. And the more it bothers me, the more I say it differently. Freaking they got stuck in the This is a lot harder than I thought it would be, and I'm not impressed. But at the same time, it's too late to back out now, and no one's gonna finish these cookies for me. So, you know how like in cars where it's like some steering wheels are like harder to drive and others are like maneuver? This is one of those. Power steering. Power stirring. Now I have to chill it for at least an hour. Now I need to transfer this into like a smaller bowl. Gonna into my mom's loaf pan. Don't think she'll mind. She at least has 10. My mom likes cooking. She likes baking fruit cake to give away to family in Christmas. That's why we have a lot of loaf pans. This is so hard to do. I don't know if you can see it because it's so dark in here and we don't have any other light besides the one here in the kitchen, and it's not the brightest one, like me. There's so much that I have to scrape off the bowl though, and it's not easy. Why did I think this was a good idea? I actually love baking. Like, I know I'm complaining a lot right now, but I like baking cakes and just regular chocolate chip cookies, which isn't like, you know, this, you know, complicated. And I generally do, and I think it's very therapeutic. Hello. Probably. Yes, it got on my apron, and now I need to wash this. It tastes like... Oh, that's good. Probably gonna get salmonella from this.
Eventually.
Now I'm just gonna spread this in the pan. Good enough. I think the part I hate about cooking the most is the fact that I have to clean afterwards, and I don't like that. Especially if you don't have a dishwasher and you have to wash everything manually by yourself. Manual labor. I don't like it. By the way, there's like a lot of like different like ways we call plastic wrap. My family calls it cling wrap. Comment down below how you say it because I really want to know. It's like the thing with boba. Like in California we call it boba. I'll insert a picture of it right here so you know what I'm talking about. Some people call it boba. My cousins in Canada call it bubble tea, and people in the East Coast also call it bubble tea. I remember where I came from, we called it milk tea.
Comment down below.
I want to know. By the way, I'm telling you to comment down below what you call this thing for where you live because I want to know. Also, if I look naked, I am not naked. I am wearing a tank top. A sister is cold. Now that it's all wrapped up, I'm gonna put this in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours. Now to clean my workstation because in this channel, we influence the young people to clean up after themselves. The part I hate the most, washing the dishes.
Put your head on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby, squeeze me oh so tight, show me that you love.
Okay, time to finish off the crinkles. And by the way, like my workstation's kind of messy, so I gotta clean up. Some parchment paper. And I have my batter. The oven is also preheated to 350 degrees. Say that, but like most cookie recipes, we usually have like the oven preheated to like 350 degrees. So this is my pan, little plate here, and my batter. What I'm gonna do is that I am going to powder the white sugar right here on the plate. Also, make sure if you're gonna make this recipe, make sure your hands are like washed for this part. Now that my hands are like all clean, time to scoop this up. So what you're gonna do is that you'd have to like, then you scrape it off, take it, roll into like a little ball, like so, and then dip that into the powdered sugar. Pat it in a little bit. And basically repeat that for the rest of the batter. So I didn't really check how many cookies I would end up making, and so far I have 12 and I have a lot more batter left. It looks like I'm gonna need another baking sheet. I forgot to film the other half of the cookies, but here they are. Time to pop them in the oven.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
And we are vlogging the rest because the cookies are done and I don't want to grab my tripod. Look at her. Oh my goodness, they look beautiful. They're still cooling down, so I'll have to wait before I can taste test them. Time to try it.